If you face this every day, "I'll do it tomorrow," you have big dreams, but no energy to make them happen. You think about writing a book, getting fit, learning something new, or starting an online business. But instead, you scroll through your phone. You watch just one more episode and you keep telling yourself, "I'll start tomorrow." But the truth is, tomorrow never comes. You're not lazy. You're overwhelmed. And if that feels like your life right now, this story is for you. Watch till the end. It might just change everything. He had big dreams, but every night he whispered the same words to himself, "I'll do it tomorrow." And just like that, tomorrow never came. Meet Oliver. He wasn't a quitter. He wasn't lazy. He just couldn't start. Not because he didn't want to, but because the mountain ahead looked too high. And the couch he was lying on looked just easier. Oliver was 26, smart, curious, full of potential, and a to-do list that could change his life. Write a novel, get fit, start an online business, learn the guitar, save money to travel the world. Every new year, his resolutions looked like fireworks, bright, exciting, full of hope. But within weeks, the spark faded. He told himself he just needed more motivation, that once the right moment came, he'd go all in. But the moment never came. Instead, the same routine did. Netflix, endless scrolling, fast food, and that quiet excuse at the end of the day, "I'll do it tomorrow." But one night, in November, something shifted. Oliver was watching a video where a man said, "You're not lazy, you're overwhelmed. Your brain avoids pain. Make things smaller." That line stuck with him. Because Oliver wasn't lazy. He was tired. He was stuck. He was buried under the weight of his own expectations. So, the next morning, Oliver tried something different. He didn't try to write a whole novel. He just wrote one sentence. And surprisingly, he felt proud. It felt like movement. The next day, he wrote two. By the end of the week, he had written a whole paragraph. That small win lit a spark. Next, he looked at his health. No intense workout plans, just 5 push-ups. That was it. The next day, 6. By the end of the month, he was doing full 30-minute workouts. It wasn't the size of the action, it was the consistency that changed him. Oliver started applying this mindset everywhere. When his apartment felt messy, he didn't do a deep clean. He set a 2-minute timer and cleaned just one corner. One corner turned into 2, then 3. And suddenly, his space felt better. He practiced one guitar chord each evening. He saved just $1 a day in a jar, tiny actions. But they stacked up, and more importantly, they stuck. Soon the voice in his head didn't say, "I'll do it tomorrow." It said, "Let's just do a little today." 6 months passed. Oliver wasn't famous. He hadn't built an empire. But he'd written the first chapter of his book. He could play a full song on the guitar. He felt healthy, confident, clear-headed, and that savings jar almost full. But most importantly, he trusted himself again. Not because he did something massive, but because he kept showing up, even when it was small, even when it wasn't perfect. He had learned the secret. You don't need a giant leap. You need a tiny step, repeated daily. Maybe you're like Oliver. You want more. You know you're capable. But every time you try to start, it just feels too much. You're not lazy. You're overwhelmed. And that's okay. The solution isn't more pressure. It's less. Make the goal smaller. Make the habit easier. Start exactly where you are, because tiny steps lead to giant change. And consistency always beats perfection. So here's your challenge. Don't wait for inspiration. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for motivation. Just take one small action today. Write one sentence, do one stretch, read one page, save $1. Whatever it is, just start. Because when you start, you change the story. Let today be the last time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," and the first time you say, "I did something today." Your dreams aren't waiting for a perfect version of you. They're waiting for you to begin. So tell me, what's one tiny thing you'll do today? Comment below. make it real, and if this story helped you, share it. Someone else out there needs to hear it too.